Namaskar. I've got a couple more nights left here in my hotel in India. Tomorrow is India's National Day, so there won't be much to do except visit with some friends here and enjoy the day. It happens to be Australia's National Day as well. This is a matter of interest, but I won't be there obviously. Okay, so this is going to be a short video, and the reason for it is to cover how water sticks to a globe, which is really one of the big questions that flat earthers tend to ask. Okay, let's see if we can work through that. Well, first of all, in a similar way to the atmosphere, water is a fluid. And water is made out of molecules, if you like, and these molecules constitute two atoms of hydrogen and one atom of oxygen. And these have a mass of 18 grams for each mole. A mole is if you like, a quantity that we use in chemistry, and it represents 6.02 by 10 to the 23 particles, if you like. So that many molecules would make up a mole of water. Okay, now, because they have mass, they are drawn to the center of the Earth as anything else is by gravity. Okay, I know you flat earthers don't like the word gravity, but you can call it what you like. Things that are heavy, they fall. Water is heavy, water falls. I think even you appreciate that. Well, this idea of why it does fall and why it heads towards the ground is pretty much what's known as gravity. Okay. The thing is that gravity heads towards the center of the Earth, okay, which is a sphere. We'll come to that. All right. So each and every molecule has mass, and each and every molecule is drawn towards the center of the Earth. Okay. So as each and every molecule, if you like, competes for space towards the center of the Earth, they sit on top of each other, and eventually the ones at the surface, in order for them to be as close to the center of the Earth as they could possibly get, they must rearrange themselves at the surface into the form of a sphere. Okay, that is pretty self-evident. So even a flat earther ought to consider that for a bit, think about it, and think about why that is. So again, the molecule has mass. It is attracted to the center of the Earth, and it's attracted to the center of the Earth by gravity, and as such, each and every one of those molecules will need to be as close to that center as possible to get. So it's always going to do that. So therefore, it must form a sphere. Now, no matter where this water is, it's still bound by gravity. It still needs to fall. It still will fall. So let's say, for instance, you're holding up a glass of water. Well, that glass of water, the molecules in it, the only reason they don't fall to the ground is because they're in the glass. But that doesn't mean they're not going to rearrange themselves in such a way that they get as close to the center of mass of the Earth as possible. So therefore, they must rearrange themselves into a sphere. Now clearly, when you look at a glass of water, and you look at it, well, it looks flat. Look at it in a bottle, it looks flat. Look at it in a bathtub, it looks flat. Look at it in a lake, it looks flat, so a small one. But it's not It looks flat to you because of your limited vision. That's all you can see. If you could go high enough, like if you could stand on the Himawari 8, for instance, satellite, and have a look at the Earth, it would be clearly spherical. So, and that's why the Earth is a sphere. So, that was not really that hard for you to understand, I'm sure. Okay, those of you flatties who actually are interested in facts, or actually, you know, at least are interested in learning about a model that actually can work, make predictions from, fits with the experience of our lives, fits with the experience of what we do, then you must consider this. And if you do, and you have sufficient intellect, then you will, I should say intellectual honesty, then you will drop that nonsense from your flat earth lexicon. Water does not always lie flat. In fact, it never does. And when you think about the size of the earth, that's why in the end, from a distance, the earth will look like a sphere. In fact, it is a sphere. It must be a sphere. It cannot be any other shape. Okay. Thanks for listening. If you're interested in listening to more of them, then you know what to do. Okay, cheers.